Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back. My name is Jennifer, and I'm here to do a very different video. I was going to go live, but I've got things going on today. But I really feel that this is a very important topic to talk about. I uploaded a video on my TikTok, and then I uploaded it to my Insta stories. And I pulled specific major arcana cards. And I am not a therapist. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, not a doctor of any kind. I am a life coach. I am a health and wellness consultant by day. But I also am a tarot reader, and I do that on the side. And my page is all about overcoming addictions, codependency, core wounds, through the tarot. I talk a lot about those things, and I've kind of been shifting and moving the way I'm posting and what I'm talking about. And the little TikTok video is because I have been, and I'm not going to talk about specifics for privacy reasons, but it's been a theme in my life on and off that I know that a lot of men and women can relate to. Narcissistic people, narcissistic abusers. That's why I say I am not a therapist, because I know that narcissism is an actual disorder. But that doesn't mean that every person not every person has the disorder, but displays very narcissistic behaviors and traits that we end up, without realizing initially, we become ensnared and embroiled, and we get caught up in whether that is a family member or a friend or a boss or a partner, whether that is a long-term commitment or it's a husband, wife, fiance, whatever that is to you. And it's extremely hard to pull ourselves out of that because of the nature of the kind of abuse that is. But once we become awakened, we can really do something about it and take our power back. And I've been in a situation recently, and I'll be honest, I didn't understand initially. Like, not that I didn't understand, I didn't recognize the signs, or I think or feel now that I'm looking back on it that there were red flags. And I, again, because I am an empath and a highly sensitive person, I was giving this person the benefit of the doubt until there was a situation that most recently just blew up, and then it kind of clicked together because my reaction to a recent incident, once I calmed myself down, once I was, because I was highly triggered, and then when I was finally calm, clarity came, and I realized, and it clicked together, that the reason I was triggered and the way in which I responded and reacted, it was the exact same energy that I lived in for 15 years. I was in a marriage I was with a person for 15 years, married to this person close to 9. And it took me 5 years to pull myself out of a very narcissistic, verbally abusive, psychologically, emotionally abusive marriage. So what I did is I pulled major arcana cards, and I did this in order. And it's going to be, I have my Crow Tarot. I only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to try and get to this. This might be a part 1, and then I'll have a part 2. We'll see if I can get through it. The first card that I pulled on my TikTok, that I pulled out my major arcana, is the Devil card. For those who read tarot and those who watch tarot readings and have had tarot readings done for them, we're very familiar with the Devil card. There's all sorts of interpretations, but based on the topic here, this Devil card, this is representative of the person that, if you are presently ensnared or embroiled or have been with a narcissistic type person, this is the devil energy. And that's why I brought it up. And I'm also using my Herb Crafter's Tarot because we can learn a lot from plants. And so I pulled the Devil card from the Herb Crafter's Tarot here. And the plant that it's connected to is the blackberry. Now, I love blackberries. It's my favorite berry. My favorite berry, blackberry. And I wanted to read, now I'm not very well-versed in the Herb Crafter's Tarot, and although I've been doing more of it, I just want to share a small passage of what this is, or what the blackberry, why it is connected to the Devil card in the Herb Crafter's Tarot, because this can also help us, and how we, for those who find themselves or have found themselves in a very narcissistic, abusive partnership, relationship, or in a work scenario, family, you choose what situation you're in. Knowing what keeps you bound can set you free. Knowing what keeps you bound can set you free. You may be feeling trapped by something you love. That could be a person. Could be a person, a job, whatever that is. It feels good, yet you are depleted. Blackberries are delicious, but the vines strangle everything in their path. Do not become ensnared by the sweet fruit of pleasure while ignoring your true needs. In Sleeping Beauty, bramble creeps over the land, protecting the people while they slumber. Blackberry can be a safe but destructive hedge. Consider what desires you are indulging. Are they keeping you from seeing the light? Be your own prince and cut them away. Wake up and choose transformation. So this is this analogy, I don't really have to go, I don't even, start over. I don't have to go further or expand further. It's very easy because someone who has connected to someone, we don't know this right away. And the sweetness, the love bombing, I'm now doing a lot more research on this, but the love bombing and all of that stuff, like I said, whether it's a relationship, a work scenario, family, friends, whatever, we keep getting drawn in, and what ends up happening is that over the course of time, we start to become depleted and we don't understand why. And the narcissistic person, there's gaslighting and manipulation going on, and we are the ones that end up looking like we are the cause and we are the problem and we are the crazy one. And they do this on purpose. So it's really important to start looking at things for exactly as they are, exactly what it is. And it is a very painful process depending on the circumstances. And so the other card that I pulled, that I felt that this can be in order, is the Magician. The Magician card, this is going to be a 2-part video because I know that I only have 15 minutes. The Magician card represents you, that you are the magician. You are the magician. You have all of the tools and the resources. But when it comes to being ensnared or embroiled in a narcissistic in a relationship, whatever that is, sometimes we can't, because we're so ensnared and there's a cycle going on. But once we are awakened, things become more clear, and then all of a sudden you can figure out and connect to the resources and the tools and the wisdom that you already possess. And then you can start taking your power back. As above, so below. As within, so without. As in heaven, so it is. As in heaven, so it is here on earth. So you have all of the tools, all of it. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. So then once we can recognize, we can start taking our power back. We can start taking steps, because we are the ones that can create. We create our reality. And the Herb Crafter's Tarot, the Magician card, is the Sunflower. Sunflower happens to be my absolute favorite flower. I have a few, but this is the top of my list. This is life affirming. Sunflowers, no matter where you plant sunflowers, they will turn towards the sun. And when on a cloudy day, if they're near if sunflowers are near each other, they will face each other. So sunflowers. So the Magician card with the sunflower, the representative here, is unleash your magic, radiate power and potency, from one seed 1,000. The power of manifestation lives within. All the information necessary to create life is contained in the seed. Yet it is the elements that make the sunflower grow. Wind strengthens the stalk, water feeds the plant, fire is converted to the energy by the leaves, earth anchors the root. Nourish your ideas with the elements and watch them bloom into being. Receive divine light from the unseen realms, shape it into form, then give it all away. Sunflower roots travel for miles underground, bringing nutrients to the flower. When it matures, the flower head bends to the earth and unleashes thousands of seeds. Be a conduit of transformation for others. In reference to what I'm talking about, dealing with a narcissistic person, or trying to pull away from a narcissistic connection of whatever that is, it says here, all information necessary to create life is contained in the seed. Once we are awakened to these behaviors, once that's the seed, all of the information is then within. And then we actually can, like I said, begin to take action, take our power back. Sunflower roots travel for miles underground. So all of the nutrients that you need, reaching out, reading, research, reach out to a professional, whatever it is that you need to do to remove yourself from the situation that you are in. I'm talking about a narcissistic relationship, family, friends, work scenario, a romantic relationship. Because once this energy starts to mature, what you can do, which is what I'm doing right now, when it matures, the flower head bends to the earth and unleashes thousands of seeds. The more I know, the more I learn, the more I share, because it is so important for those who don't know where to turn, don't know what to do. And so there are resources out there. The first thing to do really is to recognize things for exactly as they are. And that's a hard thing to do initially. And so the next card, and then this is going to be part 1, and then I'm going to do a part 2. The next card that I pulled was the Justice card. It's time, once you start gathering information, pulling your power back, this is giving yourself the justice that you deserve. This is balancing of the scales. Sometimes this can actually mean going to court, depending on the circumstances. But this is bringing the scales, this is bringing balance back into your life. Because if you've been embroiled with a narcissistic connection of any kind, there's been so much chaotic energy that we can, once we start pulling away and pulling out, we can, and most times, if not all the time, we do develop PTSD, and we can be triggered. Even if we don't recognize it right away, which is what happened to me recently, you get triggered because it's whatever the trigger, or once you remove yourself, for 1444 on my counter, once you remove yourself, once you remove yourself and then you go about your life, take your power back, Hold on. Okay, part 2. I knew this was going to be a two-parter. I left off with the Justice card. Going back to what I was saying before, once we recognize what we are involved in and we step into the magician, the energy of the magician, manifestation, and we, like the sunflower, we start gathering all of our resources and our tools, and we are researching and reaching out for help, and making our escape, removing ourselves from the situation that we find ourselves to be in. With the Justice card, that is balancing of the scales. That is giving yourself justice. You deserve justice. You deserve justice. The Justice card also can involve, for some people, actual court appearances. That needs to further to balance the scales. Justice also brings back fairness. Justice also brings back the integrity in our lives. It also brings back to us dignity, because when we are embroiled in a narcissistic type of connection, whatever that is for you, the narcissistic person can rob us of our dignity. Well, that's how it feels. That's how it feels to us. That's why it's so important to recognize, take our power back. And this is a process. This isn't something, that happens overnight or in a couple of weeks. This is a healing process, especially depending on how long you've been embroiled in a work scenario. Family is difficult too. Friendships, romantic relationships of any kind. So this is bringing our dignity back, balancing of the scales, fairness, equality. And with the Herb Crafter's Tarot, the plant that they associated justice is cannabis. Cannabis, every part of the plant has healing properties. I'm not even going to go into like political stuff and legalization. I'm talking about the plant and justice. So I'm going to read a little bit about why they chose cannabis. It says, seeking the truth. Make informed decisions. Consider the consequences of your actions. Stand on the side of truth and fight for what is right. When life asks for your ruling, arm yourself with information from all sides. The personal, your person, is political. So again, this might have to involve going to court. But like I said, cannabis is extremely healing. It also represents seeking the truth, gathering all of the information, documentation. Document. Documentation is your friend. Gather all of the facts, however that looks like to you, because that just creates momentum in not only in taking your power back, but feeling and standing strong in your being again, and knowing that you are strong, which leads me to the Strength card. Removing yourself from a narcissistic connection of any kind takes deep strength. Deep strength. There's a lot of fear for various different reasons. And it's going to have you pull up in the deepest part of you, the inner strength it's going to take to stand up for yourself and take your power back. It's important to surround yourself with supportive people. And that also can include therapists, doctors, possible lawyers, but also those friends that you trust, that know and want you to do well. And they have they have the I can't think of the phrase. I'm like blanking out. Best interest at heart. That's it. And so the plant, it's more, it's a plant, is garlic, or Crafter's Tarot. Garlic. The first thing I thought of when I saw that garlic was connected to strength, garlic wards off of vampires. Vampires, psychic vampires, emotional vampires. That's what narcissists are, or narcissistic people. It wards off the vampires, and it's going to give you strength. It's also very immune supportive and boosting. I know that garlic is very strong in that respect. So the number 8 card, the strength is number 8. That's about movement. That's about manifestation also, and taking your power back, personal power. So with the garlic, okay, lead with a bold, kind heart. Gentle healing builds resilience. Power sweetened is strength unmatched. Courage dwells in the soft spirit. Meet adversity with inner fire. Garlic strength. I'm very tongue-tied. I'm so sorry. Courage dwells in the soft spirit. Meet adversity with inner fire. Garlic strengthens the heart and increases stamina. You have the power to persevere. Cultivate reliable habits that enhance vitality. Here's a few things that you can do while you are taking your power back and walking through this experience. Cooking with garlic daily boosts the immune system, protecting against illness. Drinking garlic tea heats up the body, igniting passion. I've never had that, so that sounds pretty potent. Step into your power, but remember, a compassionate approach is powerful. Compassionate does not need to be soft. Be gentle, kind, and compassionate with yourself. Adding honey to garlic tames the medicine, making it more effective and palatable. Embrace both the gentle and the wild within. So the garlic tea, when you sweeten it with honey, it balances the very strong flavor. So yes. So compassion, have compassion for yourself. As this journey moves along, the last two cards, major arcana cards that I pulled and I shared on my TikTok is the Emperor and the Empress card. Dear viewer, you are both the Emperor and the Empress. You have the sacred feminine divine energy within and the sacred divine masculine energy within. You are the authority of your own life. Where there was chaos, where there was no order, where you were being involved, where you were involved in someone who was very dictator-like and controlling and gaslighting and manipulative, where that is, where you were, I have so much energy flowing through me that I'm just tripping all over my words, so I apologize. I have a few more minutes. Where there was chaos, where you were living in chaos, you have already taken, you are the authority of your own life. You are a powerful being. Take a leadership role in your own life. You are a leader. And with the Empress card, you are a sovereign, free being. Look at the cups inside the sun. You are the Empress. You can manifest anything. This is reborn, rebirth, fertility. By removing yourself from this energy, from the situations with a narcissistic type person, and taking your power back, you are stepping into your sovereignty. And you are creating and birthing a brand new life for yourself that is orderly, that is structured for you, that is safe and secure and compassionate for you. And so with the Emperor, we have Hemlock. The Emperor, Hemlock. I'm just going to read this really quick because I have a few more minutes. Or it might be a part 3. Might be a part 3. Number 4, Emperor is number 4. It is about stability and structure and having the courage, the determination, and will to create a solid foundation for yourself. Be vulnerable yet strong. Nurture love and compassion. See beauty and abundance in every stage of life. The Emperor. Oh, sorry. Cross that. That's for the Empress. Okay. The Emperor, number 4. Build strong boundaries. A sturdy structure supports abundant growth. Own your authority. A strong foundation and a safe environment build a solid future. Hemlock is ideal for framing houses because it is a soft wood that toughens with age. Trust your boundaries. They may feel pliable at first, but they will strengthen over time. By creating the conditions for other plants to thrive, hemlock is an important part of a healthy ecosystem. Build a reliable scaffolding on which your sacred work can grow. Step into leadership with confidence. This is all a metaphor. Take back your power. You are the authority. And creating and establishing boundaries initially is going to feel very weird if you've never done it before, but it will strengthen over time. And with the Empress here, we have Rose, which is number 3. I think I can do this in the rest of the time. Okay, Rose, the Empress. Be vulnerable yet strong. Nurture love and compassion. See beauty and abundance in every stage of life. Healing the heart heals the world. Learn to be vulnerable yet strong like the delicate petals of the rose protected by thorns. Roses uplift the spirit and inspire love. Let creativity and abundance flourish around and within you. Wild roses are prolific, creating food, medicine, and shelter. Create, make, love, play. It is a fertile, generative time. And I feel that with this healing process, from the devil all the way to the Empress, this is what happens, because it's going to take a lot of determination, will, and strength to heal the heart after being embroiled in a narcissistic connection of whatever that is, again. And you open yourself up again and learn that you can be vulnerable and you can be compassionate and you can love again. It's just going to take some time, and with strong boundaries, you can create the life that you deserve. You deserve love. You deserve kindness and compassion, and that must come from yourself first to yourself. It is taking your power back. You don't deserve to be involved in someone who is going to continuously gaslight you, manipulate you, cut you down, strip you of your dignity. No, you are worth it. You deserve better. You deserve better. Take your power back. Take your power back. I'm going to expand on these part 2 videos, and so I'm going to have a series. I'm probably going to do a series of posts talking specifically about these major arcanas, these plants, and then I'm also going to include essential oils. Because I feel very strongly about this. It is very important. You are a being of love and light. You deserve love. Take your power back. Take your power back. Reach out. Reach out to a professional. Get help. You deserve to be loved. You are love. And I love you.